Hello, friends, and welcome to Theme Party the Podcast. I'm your party host, Merete Mohs. In case this is your first time listening to a TPTB episode, here is what we're doing. Every season, I pick a theme, and our team comes up with their own ideas for an audio drama that somehow fits that theme, even if it only fits if you ask everyone really nicely to ignore all the ways it doesn't. Once they've made their episode, I invite them to talk about it, and I am thrilled to be here with my party guest, Nedda Elsayed.
Hi.
In a previous life, Nedda was a dentist, but now she's in the electric sector. She dabbles in voice acting as well as plays D&D and a variety of games. Bay Area-based Nedda loves to travel, attend concerts and comedy shows, snowboard, and can never say no to brunch. Nedda, please say hello.
Hi, Merete.
I've been starting off these episodes by describing the kind of party I think you are as kind of a way to tell the audience who I think you are as a person, and maybe you can either agree or disagree to further inform the people of like what they're getting into with our conversation here today. So
Sure.
The kind of party that I think you are, and bear with me here because I know this is not people's traditional definition of a party, but I think you would be a first date. And by that, I mean, I'm imagining that there would be a fabulous meal, and I understand that I have also talked extensively about food with everybody that I have interviewed so far, and that was not on purpose, but it's okay. A fabulous meal, because I think that's how you show your love, is either by experiencing good food with somebody or by making good food with somebody or for somebody. I think also that your first date would involve an adventurous activity or something like that gets you out of the house and moving, either like a hike or snowboarding, as you mentioned, or a concert, as you mentioned, followed by a cozy end to the evening with just like a little bit of like enjoyment of getting to meet this person and celebrate starting whatever the future holds together, or just celebrating like, hey, I don't have to do this ever again, depending on how the date goes. So, Nedda, is that an accurate portrayal or not?
I would say yes, because funny enough, I do have a new boyfriend.
Yay!
And yes, he's on a completely different level, and I'm very happy. Our first date, we were supposed to meet up for like a drink, that sort of thing. And I ended up scratching a company car that day because I was trying to park in a very tight garage area. And I drive a Prius. I'm not used to trucks.
Oh, no. Is this something I have to cut out of the episode? Does your boss know this?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
No, they know because it was a rental.
Oh, they know.
So they know. They were well aware. I got in touch with them immediately.
Okay. Ah, dang, that sucks.
So he was very sweet. He was like, "Oh, you sure you don't want to get a drink, that sort of thing?" And I'm like, I am too stressed out right now. Let's put a hold on this. Cue about a week and a half later, we actually finally do have a date. We go see Superman. And we had some lovely Thai food after. And it was just really good. We ended up like spending 6 hours together, something like that.
Whoa, on a first date?
Yeah, no, it was really good.
Congratulations. Oh, I love that Twitter pated phase where you're just like so into each other.
Thank
And
you.
I mean, I shouldn't say phase. Some people are probably just Twitter pated all of the time. That must be amazing. The theme for this season is family traditions. Did your story fit the theme?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah. Yes, it did.
Listen, I tell everybody to shoehorn their ideas in as much as possible. If it fits in any way, it fits a theme. That's good.
It definitely fits because, like, I basically talked about a whole year of activities. So, yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Is it necessarily family? No, but I was very distracted at the time, and I couldn't really think of anything else to write.
Well, also, like, the concept of found family, like, it's not...
True.
I mean, I know the story centers around your relationship with this person, but, there's also the factor of the friends that you guys spend a lot of time with and the interactions with his family and your family. And he did not end up becoming family per se. I don't know what your friendship status is with this person anymore.
He's a friend. That's it.
Sure.
In the circle. That's, yeah. No necessarily direct communication is needed.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say still that I think your episode, even though it's not focused on your interactions with blood family member or even somebody that you would consider to be found family necessarily, I do still think that the periphery around the main story still falls in line with that theme. Yeah.
No, you have a point. Yeah.
Look at me. I got there. Well, your episode title is Firsts and Last. Would you please read for us your logline and your tagline?
The narrator reminisces on memories created with a loved one, but their current form of relationship must end. Roll for chemistry check.
Nice. Nedda's roles in making this episode include producer, writer, and actor. Let's listen to a sample of your episode.
We hit it off right away. You gave me a reason to laugh every day. I was in a dark place, processing my dad's death while also sorting out his estate, all while dealing with keeping an estranged family at arm's length. I would definitely want kofta burgers and fries. I would have to be the grill master. Again, since you're colorblind, you would have a hard time telling when the burgers were done. These traditions we made together, and the ones we haven't even begun, will never be more than what they are now.
Nedda, what podcast production role did you take on for the first time, and how did it go?
For the first time, there was writing. I'm not much of a writer, so that was interesting to do. That was the biggest thing, actually. I've done a little bit of voice acting before, so nothing new there. Unrelated to Theme Party, but I have been delving into the sound design for Peculiar Radio, and that has been fun too.
Yeah. Oh, it's so exciting to dive into sound design. And every time I learn a new skill in sound design, I'm like, oh, look at me. I could do this professionally for money.
It's very satisfying of having the audio effects line up correctly with the voices. Oh my goodness. I was like, yes, this is so good.
What was your favorite part about writing for the episode?
I guess because of the topic of it, it was just cathartic.
Yeah.
It was good to express those feelings in a healthy avenue.
You started writing this when it was still really fresh and really raw, right?
Oh, yeah. No, my original plan was to write about like Ramadan and the Eids and like how it is in comparison between like the US and in Egypt. And I was just very, very distracted by this breakup. So that was all I could think of.
We'll have to have you back for another episode in the future so we can find out whatever it was you were going to write about for Ramadan and Eid. 'Cause I would love to hear that. That sounds very interesting. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how they're different between the U.S. and Egypt right now? Like, don't give anything away if it's going to be an incredible episode for the future. But
I would say the biggest difference, like out of personal experience, is just it's in Egypt. I have a lot of family there, so it's just a very, very family-oriented event and vibe in comparison to what it was here in the U.S. Because usually it was just our family, so we'd be just going to the mosque, have the prayers there, and get some free candy since we were kids, and some money. My sister and I, there's only a year and a half between us. We have to wear matching dresses.
Of course.
As it goes.
Very classic for little girls.
And yeah, that pretty much sums it up for the U.S. more or less.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
But in Egypt, it was definitely more enjoyable, I would say, just because there's more family people.
More extended family.
Yeah.
How inclusive of extended family are you? Because my family gets together every summer with extended family out to my cousins and like my aunts and uncles and my kids' generation.
Right.
We do family reunions that like branch out farther down the tree, but it's not as well attended as it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's certainly not around a special holiday or something. It's, just gathering together at like the local community center kind of thing and having some potluck.
So I don't really deal with my dad's side of the family history thing.
Mm-hmm.
We hang out always with my mom's side. It's basically whenever there's an opportunity, because some of the family members live closer than the others. We tend to like just meet up in the countryside because that's what's easiest for one of the family members. Every so often, maybe at least once a month, we would go down there, spend the weekend at the very least. My mom is always on the phone with her every day.
And this is in Egypt or?
This is in Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah. And here in the U.S., we don't have a lot of family members here.
Yeah.
It's more sparse.
Well, it sounds dreamy to have like a bunch of built-in friends to go and visit them for fun family events.
Yeah. I will say, though, in comparison to when I was a child, the celebrations now is definitely more lax. We don't really have time to do outings or anything like that. So with some family friends, old family friends, we would get together like on the weekend at the very least of the week of the celebration, just get together, have breakfast and hang out.
Oh.
So that is wonderful.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I cannot wait to hear what you intended to write about for your episode. We'll have to come up with a theme that I can work around your your story. Well, speaking of family and gatherings, I think you told me the last party that you hosted was a wedding?
Yes. Not me per se. It was my brother's wedding.
Well, I didn't mean to imply that you went to your own wedding. The last party you went to. You moved real quick with this new boyfriend. Dang. That would be quite the reveal in the, 10 minutes we've been talking about.
I mean, let's put it this way. He is very serious.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yes. And he has gone kind of all out. Like he's already on his own, starting to learn Arabic. He even signed up for classes. He's met my family. He's met family friends.
And how long have you been dating? Oh. What's that giggle for?
Well, because I know for a lot of people that it'd be like, oh my God, that's so fast. It's been like now 2 months, 2.5 months. But here's the thing, and this is what really blew me away in his perspective. Because when I was telling him, like, I can't believe that you're actually already learning this or, you're interested in doing this. And he's like, well, because we met over Hinge, you expressed in your profile how this is important to you. So then that means it should be important to me.
Whew.
So it's like, oh, is that how it's supposed to be?
Oh, my.
It's like, oh, I didn't know that this is how this works. Awesome.
Yeah. Congratulations. Wow. Yeah. All right. Do you want to talk about your brother's wedding or do you want to just talk about planning your own?
Oh, no, nowhere anytime soon. But it feels good. It feels good.
I'm happy for you. That's wonderful.
Thank you. But if you want to go back to the brother's wedding, that was a lot of fun. We went to Egypt for that.
What's a wedding like in Egypt?
Ooh, so there's a thing, like at the start of a wedding, there's a thing called a zeffa, which you have a bunch of musicians and dancers that show up at the beginning, and they kind of walk the bride and groom across the area to where they're going to be sitting down. Mm-hmm. It's just a whole ceremony thing with a bunch of horns and drums, and it's very enjoyable. After that, the wedding could be as Western or Oriental as you want, essentially, but it's typically very Western. We have the DJ, dance floor, buffet dinner thing. My brother married his childhood sweetheart. They were...
Oh!
Yeah.
I love that. Ah!
Yeah, they've known each other since they were kids. And fortunately, finally, she heard back from the embassy. She'll be having her interview so she can come over finally, because they got married earlier on, like on paper, so they can get that paperwork going.
Sure.
And then we did the full celebration last May.
Wow. Yay. Well, what a happy ending. Married your childhood sweetheart and she gets to come live with you.
It's been a process.
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad it's working out. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Congratulations to your brother and his beautiful bride. Pretty much opposite of a wedding to your childhood sweetheart. What is your opinion on surprise parties? And has anybody ever thrown a surprise party for you, or have you ever thrown a surprise party for someone else?
I think surprise parties can be pretty fun, but you got to time or know what kind of mindset that the person who's getting surprised. That is the key point. You don't want to have them come in and having a very bad day at work and then suddenly be surprised with a bunch of people when all you want to do was wind down and shut down.
Or even, I like surprise parties. Agreed that you have to be mindful of somebody's mindset for the day and if they're going to be interested in this. I also don't like surprise parties where people are led to believe that everyone has forgotten about their birthday leading up to that. Because
that is cruel.
Why make somebody feel like they have no friends?
Yeah.
And then, surprise, you're not a loser. That's so sad.
That didn't even cross my mind of the fact that, even friends would pretend. Like, I know that happens, but in my head, it was just like, okay, everybody's here, surprise. But not even the mindset of actively being like, oh, is it today? Well, what's happening today? No, that did not cross my mind.
I would like to think that people involved with participating in or planning surprise parties would work around that and not make that the situation. But I think it has to happen sometimes, right? Like where people plan a birthday surprise on the day and everybody is trying to be hush-hush about what the actual plans are and being probably pretty flaky about celebrating in other ways. And
yeah,
I mean, I guess as you get older, like birthdays also don't feel as important unless it's like a milestone birthday kind of thing. So maybe it's not that big of a deal then.
That's true.
But man, if I were 13 and none of my friends did happy birthday,
oh God,
and surprised me, I would be devastated.
That's trauma right there.
Yeah, you carry that forever.
Yeah. To answer your other questions, I've been a part of one or two surprise parties back in the day, like during the college years, essentially. I was never the planner, just participant and helped with it after the fact. I've never actually had a surprise party.
Would you want a surprise party?
I think it would be interesting to try it, but I mean, it's not something that's like, I must have this. I think it would be, how would I say this? It's like, the concept is nice because then it's like, oh, people do care kind of thing.
Yeah. The extra effort it takes to keep that secret is nice. And the masterful deception, I don't know if somebody's going to be good at sneaking around. I don't know what the redeeming qualities are of someone who can throw a good surprise party, except that, hey, that's neat that you lied to me like that, and it was for good reasons, I suppose.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's valid.
I don't even know where to go from this. Anyway. Well, speaking of being in a slump from knowing how to transition out of that weird place that I ended up about surprise parties, how do you get out of a work slump? If you feel stuck or unmotivated or something like that, what do you do to get the creative juices flowing again?
So here's the funny thing. I don't really feel work slumps. I feel more of like just a constant cycle sort of thing. So it's like, how do I want to get out of that feeling of just repetition, essentially? I usually tend to do something that I don't usually do. So it's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to the movies, or I'm going to go take a walk, or I will tour the city sort of thing. Like I need to do something out of the normal to break things.
So more like a life slump than a work slump.
Yeah.
It's like getting out of the rut.
Yeah, because this is kind of bullshit of me to say. I don't know if I could say that, but
you said it.
I said it.
Doesn't matter.
All right. All right. This is kind of BS for me to say, but
I gotta bleep. It's fine.
But I don't commonly get slumps because I usually just go into a work mode and just like I keep going until it's done, essentially. And then I will be like, all right, I need to do something different. I need to get out of this sort of feeling. But yeah, I tend to be a workhorse. Not healthy, but yes.
But it sounds like you've got a good method for like shaking it off when you're done so you're not carrying it through to other aspects of your life outside of work.
I try to as much as I can.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Nedda, you're invited to a party. What are you told to bring to the party?
Usually, I'd be told to bring bougie foodie thing because I'm the foodie of the group, essentially.
Give me a list of bougie foodie things.
Oh, gosh. A lot of it is Middle Eastern.
I love Middle Eastern food. Tell me what it is.
So like there's this dessert called, well, everybody knows what it is now, kunefa.
Yep.
But it's not just like the dried little pastry bits. It's an actual dish, and the filling is usually of nuts or some cheese cream-like consistency in there. Very delicious. When someone else was hosting a bannicotta, everybody had to bring different ingredients. I brought a whole variety of mushrooms. Like, I'm not keeping it just to portobello and white. No, that's boring. Let's get some shiitake, some trumpets, oyster, that kind of stuff.
Do you want to announce here now what the best mushroom is?
Ooh, oh gosh.
Do you have one?
You know what? I honestly don't, because I just really like mushrooms in general. I would not say no to mushrooms.
I will agree. I think a blend is the best overall, but if I had to pick one, I think I would go oyster mushroom. I think their flavor and texture,
No, you have a point.
they're so good in everything.
They really are very adaptable.
Other bougie foods that you need to bring to parties. What else?
Well, my mom kind of makes some of it, but then I finish it off. Something called mahshi. That's an Egyptian dish. It's something stuffed with rice. So in this case, there's cabbage rolls, grape leaves, zucchini, eggplant, peppers. And there's this rice, it's very herbaceous and it like has a tomato sauce base to it. You cook it in chicken stock or beef stock, and it is really good. I sacrilegiously, I like to dip it in ketchup. But not a lot of people agree with me on that.
I don't know how I feel about that, and I eat ketchup. Listen, I can't tell other people how to eat their food, though, but
Yeah.
if it's good, that's great. I love that for you. You mentioned that your mom makes a lot of food for you to bring to parties or for parties that you host. Is there a recipe that your mom taught you to make that is particularly special or that you guys make together maybe?
No, she is more of a hands-off kind of person.
What do you mean?
Oh,
like your hands off?
oh, my hands off. My hands off. Yeah, I reversed that.
That's okay.
The recipes, she doesn't have anything written down, right? It's just all in her head. And I know all the components and all the ingredients, and that's actually just enough to be able to do it because nothing's measured out. It's all just by feeling. And while her food will look good, mine won't necessarily look good, but it will still taste great.
And that's what matters.
Exactly. I will say, though, that I am now solely in charge of Thanksgiving.
What?
She got tired of me commenting.
Do you do an American-style Thanksgiving or?
American, 100%.
So you're cooking the turkey and the potatoes and the stuff?
Everything.
Dang. That's a big responsibility. Congratulations for having that bestowed upon you. And also, I'm sorry that you've had that bestowed upon you.
You know what? Actually, I don't feel bad about doing it. I look forward to it because it's like, oh, I made this. And it's better than what you would have ever done. Ha.
Scandal. What were you unsatisfied with in your mom's interpretation of Thanksgiving?
Oh, she did a typical American style too, but it's like, oh, the bird is maybe a little bit dry, or the cranberry sauce is a little bit too sweet. You know, maybe you should add some orange to it, and she got kind of fed up, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And I immediately got myself like, you know, one of those injectable things for the turkey. So
yeah,
that
the giant turkey syringe.
Yeah, I just went all out, and she has no complaints. I can say that much at least.
You know what? For making you be hands off in her kitchen to entrusting you with all of Thanksgiving, that is a huge leap, and we'd love to see growth. We love to see a comeback story. That's good. After telling us about all these bougie foods that you're responsible for, can you tell us what poor man's cranberry juice is?
Oh, Okay, so this is this is hibiscus and tamarind boiled together, essentially. So it's like an herbal tea, but you just add enough sugar because tamarind adds a bit of tartness to it,
Mm-hmm.
and the hibiscus gives that kind of floral, fruity note. So with the sugar, it just kind of ties it all together, and it is truly the poor man's cranberry juice.
I don't think of cranberry as being a rich man's drink.
No, okay, so fair point. When I say that, so okay, when I said that, it's kind of more in reference to when I was living in Egypt,
Oh.
because cranberries are not very common there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only kind of cranberries I've ever seen is ocean mist jelly. That is it.
I make my own cranberry sauce every year for Thanksgiving. I still like the stuff out of the can. I will eat that 100% if somebody is serving it. So.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, we did eat it. I mean, but the thing is, it's like, it's the only thing there. It's like cranberry juice does not exist, essentially, unless you're buying something from a supermarket that has foreign foods, which is extremely expensive in comparison to regular food. So hence why the term of poor man's cranberry juice, because it was a very good comparison to that.
Gotcha. And can you tell me how poor man's cranberry juice fits the theme of your episode?
You can keep having good thoughts, good things happening, but if there's no real substance, because hey, you'd rather have the cranberry juice, right, over having the poor man's cranberry juice, right? Let me just have the real thing.
It's a lot less work.
It's a lot of less work.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think, yeah, that would be its comparison to it. It's just, not saying that obviously anybody hearing the episode will know it's not all bad. But it's not all good either. And I guess it's just in comparison to all the time and effort, and the outcome was poor man's cranberry juice.
Yeah.
When you really wanted the cranberry juice instead and just couldn't get that.
Wow. I'm kind of blown away. Yet I have to keep talking. I guess thankfully we're coming to the end of the episode, so I won't have to keep talking for long. Nedda, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. But before we go, could you please tell the people what you're promoting or celebrating right now, if anything?
Not promoting anything in particular. Halloween is around the corner, so I'm looking forward to that very much. If anybody was in Vegas this past weekend to see When We Were Young, you guys rock.
This past weekend being mid-October, because this episode is coming out in November.
That is correct. Thank you.
No problem. I doubt that they're having multiple versions of that concert repeating weekend to weekend.
That would be something. Oh my goodness.
A residency?
I know, right? One can wish.
Your promo got me thinking, though. You do talk about Halloween in your episode. Is there a costume planned for this year?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
My boyfriend and I, we're going to a Halloween party this Saturday, actually. And we are going as very bad Hawaiian tourists. So we have like the typical red flower t-shirt, the khaki shorts. If you notice in the corner, I got some lays there, a bad hat. My boyfriend is going to have all right, I'm going to have to say, he is very white. He's going to have like some white face paint on the nose for the sunscreen.
Yeah.
He even got coconut cups. Too.
For like your drinks. Amazing. Are you guys going to have like old style cameras? I hate to call them old style cameras because people still have like DSLR cameras or like point and shoot cameras that are not phones. But are you going to have those? Or
that is actually not a bad idea because that would be fun just to take pictures.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
You're welcome.
I need to make a note of this right now.
I am happy to assist from way over here. Oh, incredible. I guess I just demand to see those pictures then when you are done having the Halloween party.
100%.
Yay. And Nedda, where can people find you?
I am typically on Instagram. I don't post often, just like whenever I'm doing something fun. Tag is Dr. Nemzi. You can see me there. And yeah.
All right. I highly recommend if you are interested in seeing some exciting adventures, going over and checking out Nedda's Instagram pages, because Nedda is always getting up to some really, really fun things. We've mentioned the snowboarding and the concerts and stuff, but Nedda loves to travel and loves to eat, and it is a delight just to go over there and see what she's up to. You could also check out Nedda in episodes of Peculiar Radio, in the collection of Moira Graves, and just living life. That just leaves me to thank Nedda Elsayed for coming to my theme party. Thank you also to Bad Machine for making our show's music, and to Alyssa Esteban for our show art and art story development. Another huge thank you to Nedda and everyone else involved in making Firsts and Last. If you want to learn more about the episode and all of our shows, you can visit our website, lengthytangent.com. We've also got a Patreon page for everything from Lengthy Tangent, so pop on over there to see what we've got to offer. Be sure to follow us on social media, subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and rate and review if you've enjoyed the show. Our next episode will ask, what if ordinary light bulbs were sentient and had very human problems? It's called Light Bulbs, and it was created by Tyler Herchuk. Once again, our theme for this season has been family traditions. I've been Merete Mohs, and this has been an interview episode of Theme Party, the podcast. Celebrate creativity. I want to hear more about this boyfriend. I didn't want to ask too much. Hold on, let me pause.
We'll just edit that part out.
Lengthy tangent.